Alright, what's up YouTube? It's One Way Up here, back with another car review. And in front of you I have the 2020 Nissan Versa. So the Nissan Versa is a subcompact sedan offered by Nissan, of course. Now some of its competitors would be the Ford Fiesta, the Kia Rio, the Honda Fit is one of them. But the Nissan Versa has been very popular amongst rental car companies. It's a cheap subcompact sedan, and it did sell pretty well with those. I don't know how well their sales were with the general public, but definitely they have been very popular among rental companies. And one of the things that I do love that they did for 2020 with this model here is that they did a complete redesign. So I'm thinking or guessing with this redesign, you will see more sales of this car to the general public. And just by looking at it from off the bat, they've made it look a lot more sportier, and some of the characteristics of the bigger sedans, like the Nissan Altima right here and those headlights right there and that V-motion grille, does translate to the Nissan Versa now. So the lights look better, the bumper looks better, pretty much everything about this car looks better. This is the SV model, so it does come with better rims. I do like that they're two-toned down. They're not like the hubcaps that you would get in most of the other vehicles. I do like that they do have this little black strip that kind of gives the floating roofline, which was first introduced with the 2016 Nissan Maxima. And of course the rear tail lights look way better. This car looks more expensive than it did before, and the rear bumper diffuser also makes the car look better as well. So another thing that I noticed, well, I'm not 100% sure if the previous generation had keyless, or should I say remote start, but this one does come with remote start. I'm not gonna have keyless, but still, remote start is better than not having anything at all. And giving you guys a look at the interior, this complete redesign makes the car look way better than it did before. I mean, the buttons share some of the same styling from the Sentra and Altima. Steering wheel, Nissan's upgraded steering wheel that they're using. I love these two-tone seat patterns that they have for the Versa now, and you get an even better infotainment screen. So stepping into the car, starting it up, pretty sure this uses the same motor that it did before, 1.3 liter or 5 liter, not gas, but 4-cylinder. Anyways, but with engine specs aside, I mean, the car feels much more like there's much more quality behind the materials in this car than it did before. Steering wheel looks better. I do like that they added the buttons on the steering wheel. These buttons look a lot more modern than they did in the previous one. Extra storage space right there. Gas cap, front trunk, hood on the floor just like before. Now, one of the most interesting things that I did notice about this car, that they did add some digital display to the screen. So you do have your speedometer on the right side, but when you navigate the menu, you do have digital displays, which is cool. You have a digital display for your miles per hour, warning lights, settings. Everything looks better. I even like how the gas is like that is easier to read than how it was before with the old bar setup that they had before. But I mean, like, overall, even the knobs look better. Everything about this car looks way better than it did before, and I feel like if you are in the market for a subcompact vehicle, then this would be something I feel like you should definitely consider. So this has the Nissan infotainment system. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it is pretty straightforward. It's not overcomplicated. You do have your main menu on the bottom. You turn that down, you can navigate it easily. And I also like that you have buttons on the side here, so you can go back to your menu and change between day and night mode, change your source quicker, back button, camera, which is cool, where you can change your camera settings. Now, one thing that I do like about this car is that when you shift it into reverse, it has guidance lines that do turn with the steering wheel, and this car also has parking sensors. So I'm gonna start backing up right now, and gear starts to beep, and it will slam on the brakes. If you get too close to the car, it'll automatically brake for you, which I was very surprised to see in this vehicle. But you also get automatic parking brake here. Well, not automatic, but manual parking brake, more storage space, cup holders, 2 USB ports here, which is great. Huge improvement. I can't say that enough about this car. I do like the two-tone colors that they have going for the dash. Glove box right there, standard mirror. But yeah, I mean, what they did with this car, huge improvement. Looks way better than it did before. And I would say if you're looking for a vehicle and you're not looking to spend more than $20,000 or so, then this would probably be a good option for you, new or used. But now, as far as seating position, I am 6'3". I can fit inside this car. I don't feel uncomfortable, but if it was to be on a long drive, one of the things that would make this car uncomfortable for me is that armrest. I don't like having just, one single armrest. I'd rather have like a center console, but you're not going to get that in a subcompact vehicle. Well, Nissan doesn't offer it, but other ones do. But this is still better than having a hard plastic armrest in the center. This car does have automatic lights, which is cool. Door looks better. Still going to be plastic all throughout the door, but at least they added like a leather material here, which is better than what they had in the past, which would be like a cloth material, which didn't really do much. So, opening up the back of the car. Love how those two-tone seat colors do show up in the rear as well. Now sitting in the back of the car right now. Now I had the seat a little bit farther back than my normal driving position, but leg room, it is tight back here. It's not going to be made comfortably for people over 6 foot, I would say, but even people under 6 foot may be a little tight back here. But I will say that the headroom very, very limited on this car. I can't even sit straight up back here, but basically this is more of like a starter car. So child lock, I'm gonna get out this way. Yeah, so basically this is like a starter car. For like a young college student, someone not having kids or anything, just something to get around in. This car will do just that. Right, so with that being said, I feel like Nissan, they did a great job with the new Versa. It looks much better than it did before. And if you're in the market for it, I say definitely consider this one over the other options that may be available from other manufacturers. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.